Welcome back, guys, to another video here, Decent with Gary. So today is going to be a busy Sunday. I just got off work and then I ate real quick and then now I'm out here. So we're going to be watching the Navigator just because it had snowed again the other day, but now it's melted, so we're good now. So I'm watching the Navigator, the Cruze, and then after I'm done with that, I'm going to be doing the oil change on the Cruze, and if I have time I might do it on the Navigator, but we'll see. I'm going to just do the exterior on both and then get that dried off, do the oil change, and if I have time I'll go into the interior just because it's still March and you don't know what to expect. So if I do the interior and it snows again, it's gonna get all dirty again. But we're gonna show you guys how it looks before right now. So as you guys can see, all through winter we got in new tires, and then as you guys can see, all the salt and stuff on the side of the car, and then on the hood it's fine, but it's still a little bit dusty, and then the windshield wiper. But as you guys see, we're gonna clean. So we got a pressure washer right here that you guys saw in the other video, foam cannon, wheel cleaner, and then undercarriage wash. So I'll probably start with the undercarriage wash just so we get all that salt off. Probably start from the back, move forward, and then hit the wheels because I want to get the wheels first, and then we'll start with the rest of the car just because the wash is much easier and then it goes much smoother. Alright guys, so I basically started on the wheels. First I just clean like the wheel wells up, and then I move kind of like to the tires just so that way I get all the salt off. And then the pressure washer was kind of like sometimes it would spray good, sometimes it wasn't. But that was because my grandpa was fixing the hose, so like about like right there, that's when I realized, alright, it's good now. So then we just kept moving along, and then it worked just fine. But other than that, I just got the wheels clean, and then after that I just gave it a quick rinse so that we could throw in the foam cannon. Also remember, whenever you're washing a car, always make sure you add enough soap, just so that way it doesn't create swirl marks when you're trying to get out like maybe something on the paint or something. If you got a decent amount of soap, it won't create that scratch. So as you guys see here, I was gonna do the undercarriage. Just since they had snow, they threw a little bit of salt. We got to get all that out of there, so that way it just helps prevent rust, and then just basically cleans the bottom. So then after we did that, we got the foam cannon. As you guys see, now it's nice and soapy, unlike that other time, just because I added a little bit more soap, and then I kind of learned how to use that foam cannon better. So then we got that there, and then I just pressure washed in the bucket and stuff, so that way it got foamed up. And then I just started washing the whole truck, straight motions, and then I would always rinse out my mitt before I threw it back in the bucket, and then make sure I hit it on the grit guard just so the preventing the swirl marks. So I just started rinsing it, make sure I got everything, and then just hit the wheel wells, kind of like just a quick pass. And then after that, I just dried it with one of my Walmart towels. It was like $9. It's like 10 by 12. It's pretty good. It dried up the whole vehicle, and then it turned out nice and shiny afterwards. And then after that, I just kind of parked it on the street, and then I pulled out the Cruze, and then I'll be starting on the Cruze. Alrighty guys, so we just finished washing the truck, and then I moved it forward. Now we're gonna start on the Cruze. Last time I washed the wheels, it was like about a week ago, so I'll probably just do one pass on the wheels, and then after we do the one pass, I'll probably just hit the undercarriage how I did with the truck. After the undercarriage, then we'll just do basically a regular wash. And then I moved it back here so that way when I do the oil change on the driveway, it's not like wet. And then I kind of just let that truck kind of dry, so that way once I'm done, I'll put the tire shine, clean the door jambs, and then glass cleaner. And then same with this one too. I'll pull this one forward once it's dry, and then I'll do the oil change, and then I'll apply the rest of the stuff once we're done with the oil change and that. So that way the tire shine grabs on good once the car is dry. And then yeah, so we're just gonna get started here. Start on the wheels, undercarriage, and then wash. Same as usually, me personally, I just like starting on the wheels because after that I just kind of wash the body of the vehicle, and then once I'm done with that I could just rinse everything out, so it's much easier. But then the pressure washer right here was working fine. It moved quicker and easier just since the hose was all fixed up. And then after that I just kind of rinsed it up real quick, and then I rinsed it on the other side first, and then I did the undercarriage, and then once I got all that done I did a rinse on this side just to get all that loose salt, so that way once we go over it with the washment, it takes it all out. And then as you guys see, nice and foamy. I'll probably add a little bit more soap next time, just because I wasn't sure if I added too much what would happen. But then now I kind of figured it out, so next time I'll add a little bit more soap. And then as you guys see, it's very soapy. And then I just did straight motions. I usually start on the top like usual, and then work my way down to the bottom of the doors. Alrighty, so when I drive this vehicle, I used my Chemical Guys Woolly Mammoth, and I'm gonna be honest, it does leave a little bit like a lint, so I preferably mostly use my Walmart one just because it really doesn't leave lint, and then I'll show you guys that part right now. Alrighty guys, so as you guys can see, we are done with it. I just let that cart pass, but real quick, I just wanted to show you guys from that one time we polished. As you guys see there in the sun, it's kind of that towel right there, it kind of leaves a little bit of like a little bit of dust, as you guys can see there. But other than that, the wash is great, the paint is great. I just wanted to show you guys from the time that we had polished. I didn't do a crazy correction, but it's still semi decent, because it was around the time when I was getting to learn. So these are the kind of cars I learned on. But as you guys see right there, there's still a little bit of swirls. I'm not afraid to show it. As you guys see on the door, this door looks pretty good. And then you guys see the quarter panel stripping right there. There's still somewhat swirls, but it's not super bad, neglected. And then we'll walk over here to the Navigator. As you guys see, we washed it. Wheels are clean. And then, as you guys see there, the only reason you guys might see a little bit of swirls here and there is because whenever like snow hits or whatever, sometimes my grandpa, he'll grab the broom and then just start brushing it off. But as you guys see there. Alright guys, so now we're gonna start the oil change. So for those who don't know how to change oil or stuff if your car's too low. A lot of times you'll have to jack it. So for this car, let it focus. So as you guys see, there's let me try to get closer. As you guys see, there's these like kind of like an indent right there, and then that's the spot where you're gonna want to jack up your car. So then we're gonna put the jack stand like that, and then kind of keep that in the middle right there. It's kind of hard to do with two hands. And then just kind of make sure that it's centered. I always like to put a piece of black right there just so that way like the rocker piece doesn't get damaged, even though it kind of is a little bit damaged. But then you'll just keep checking it up. So then after you kind of got it there that's even, you're just going to jack it up. Sorry for moving the camera a lot. So I'm just going to get it high enough so that way I could get that oil plug. Alright guys, so as you guys see, under the car, this right here is the oil drain. The kind of camera got a little bit dirty, sorry about that. But then over here, back here, as you guys see this plug, this right here, it's a Torx T47, I'm pretty sure. And then it's kind of wet from the water that when we washed it. But basically this one's right here, the one that we're gonna remove. Once we remove this one was basically hand tightened, I'm sure. If not, I got my clamp that we could remove this. But basically first, let this one drain out, then remove this one, and then after that, you're all set. Alright guys, so I let the oil dry while I got that off. As you guys see, SAE 5W30. And then that's what we got. High synthetic 5W30 SAE. And then just real super quick, this is the oil filter for any of you guys that wants to get it. If you got a 2016 Cruze, if I can get this out of here, this is how it looks like. And then the old one was the same one as this one. And then as you guys see here, so what I usually do, I'm gonna kind of do it off camera, but just so that way I don't spill any of this on the ground. But I just open it on top. I fill it up about like halfway, and then I put some oil around the lip, just so that way the next time you take it off, it's easier, and it's just lubricated around while it's running and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this back on there, tighten up that oil plug, and then we'll be set there. And then basically you'll just come on this side, lefty loosey, get that one off, and then just pour the oil there, and then check your dipstick, make sure it's all good. And then I'm gonna check real quick, but I think it takes about like 4.5 quarts or 4.7. I might be wrong, but I'm gonna double check before I pour that in there. But other than that, that's it for the oil change. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Other than that, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more content. Peace.